What's up, everybody? Welcome to Sector for Nerds. Today we're here to have a quick chat about Star Wars Skeleton Crew, Episode 4. Make sure you guys like this video and subscribe to the channel. There's plenty of great content every single week here on this channel, so you guys definitely don't want to miss out on any of it. Man, if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys, I feel like I don't have much to say about this episode. And really, to be honest, I haven't had much to say about this show. And I kind of had a feeling going into it that that was going to happen. I kind of warned people like, yeah, this might be a fun little adventure, and everything, which I guess in a way it still kind of is, but it's just like, I don't know. I just feel like this show isn't being made for me. I've tried to be optimistic with it, but we're now like halfway through this show and I'm just kind of like, I don't know how much I really care about this. If I had to give you a couple of takeaways from this episode that I did like, and I was like, all right, you know what? This is cute. This is fun. Neil and that one girl, like their dynamic for this episode, like that was fun to watch. I also liked that we got to see Fern like be vulnerable towards the end of this episode where we see her crying because like this whole time she's been acting like the hot shot, like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm the captain and all this stuff. And then at the end, we see that vulnerable side to her that's like, I have no clue what I'm doing at all. Like, I almost got you guys killed. We're nowhere near close to getting home. So yeah, probably my two favorite parts of this episode. I would probably say like the most notable part though is the fact that SM-33 ended up betraying the skeleton crew because he was given orders by the captain, his original captain, to like scrap the coordinates for At-Aten. I did sit there and think like if Fern could have just gotten it out of him just like that, I've been like, okay, that was kind of lame. But the fact that like his original captain had like a protocol set up that like if anybody discovered At-Aten or if anybody mentioned the mere name of it, right, that they would end up having to die. Do we know who the original captain was? Like, that's never been made official yet, has it? What are the chances that it was one of the parents of one of the children? Jod ended up saving the kids, and he actually saved the kids twice throughout this episode. Like the whole plot of this episode was the kids going through war that was going to go down, and so they're getting trained and everything. And then it turned out that Jod ended up brokering a deal with the enemy using the kids' Republic credits that they had to like get what they needed, and there didn't have to be a war. So not only did Jod save the kids there, but then he also saved them when the droid ended up attacking too. I guess I'll give him credit, right? Like he didn't necessarily have to save the kids, right? Couldn't he have just gone off and done his own thing? So like there has to be some good in him, even though he's not necessarily a Jedi. So maybe that's something that's going to happen towards like the finale of this episode is like he'll end up betraying them, but then he'll feel bad about it. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Because like I have a feeling that the skeleton crew is meant to play like some bigger role in the Mandoverse, or even if like not a bigger role, but like a role nonetheless. Because then otherwise, like, what's the purpose of the show, right? Like, why put it in the Mando timeline if these characters aren't meant to pop up later and do other things? So yeah, I guess we'll have to see. That's all I've really got to say about this episode, you guys. Like I said, this show so far, like it's not really doing it for me. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. For anybody that is, of course, more power to you. Happy you guys are having fun with it. It's just like not appointment viewing for me. Like I kept forgetting that the episode released yesterday and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta go back and watch. Back when I was a kid and I used to watch Star Wars The Clone Wars every week, like that was all I could think about in the lead up to that. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I couldn't wait to sit down in front of my TV every Friday to watch an episode of Clone Wars. This, I'm sitting here and I'm like, that's right, I've got another Skeleton Crew episode to watch tonight. Wonderful. So yeah, you guys, that's going to wrap us up for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video with others to help support the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.